you?
I am great, dude. This is like my third session today, so we are
Oh,
going
shoot.
strong.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, so we have a Orianna game. Perfect. Um, do you mind if I record it? Your session so that you can watch it
No.
later? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, do whatever you want. I don't have any preferences about anything.
Yeah, but if you let me record it, then you also get another session free. So,
Sure, yeah, go for it.
okay, so let me share my screen real quick. So, remind me what rank are you?
What am I? I'm plat something. Low plat.
Okay, perfect. Okay. So you can see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so what is the matchup we are going to get here? Oh, okay, good. Thanks. So let's look at your.
I don't play much into Vex, to be honest,
Yeah, no, it's
which
a
is surprising.
it's an interesting matchup. Okay, coffee. Let's see what runes we got. Okay, so we're looking into lane, aren't we? We're looking into lane and scale. Let's see. Let's get the lane start. So how what got you into like League of Legends? And like I'm just curious about your background.
Oh, well, I'm 25, and I encountered the game when it first came out. My
Oh,
brother introduced it to me.
damn.
I was a child. Yeah, I was really young. I can't remember how young. I mean, younger than 15. So like that realistically it's like, oh, I just happened to grow up with this game.
Oh yeah, no, I grew up with this game as well. I started season two, so on the same boat
Yeah.
actually. I'm
Same.
23, so yeah, no, it's fun playing this game as an old person, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
so
really interesting. I mean, I have to admit I took a large break. I technically started in season 2. I played through season 3, and then season 4 through like 9 I was absent.
yeah, no,
Um
believe it or not,
Very sparingly throughout there I played, but
a lot of the things in the game changed, and a lot of the things stayed the same. So it's fine.
yeah, still a MOBA. It's kind of
Yeah, I took a long break this year as well. I took like a solid 7 month break. And okay, so initially, oh, she's fast pushing the wave. Okay, so what's your idea right here? Like, what's your plan to like approach lane?
um full honesty, I pressed tab, saw that there was a Twitch, a Thresh, and a jungler, and I said I'm gonna be under my tower all game, and that's fine. Because I don't know. I'll be honest, I've never encountered a scenario where the game goes past 25 minutes where I'm not probably winning the game unless something weird is happening, or at least where I'm not doing extremely well. So my game plan, I don't know what it's supposed to be. That tends to work out okay.
Uh huh. Okay.
So my game plan here is okay. She's got a fast push. I'm not gonna waste a ton of mana because there's a Twitch that exists and I'm in plat, so
Uh huh.
I just don't want to
Okay.
die. I'll try to
So
last hit under tower, and that's my plan.
okay, so like let's see if this works. Okay. You're going for a Q. Okay, that's good.
Yeah,
That's good. That's
just
good.
trying to. She pressed a button, so I'll press a button.
Yeah, no, no, yeah, no. When you have full mana, going for these are fine, especially when you have range advantage. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so
I'm
immediately,
gonna miss a bunch of CS here
yeah.
though.
So based off of what you said, right? I don't think it's necessarily a wrong thing because she does have push on you, right? So like, typically when people have push on you, there's a handful of things that happens. Usually they build up a huge wave. Right, are you able to see my cursor?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah. Usually they build up a huge wave, okay, and then crash and recall. Okay,
yeah. Seems
or
like she's just pushing me.
she's not doing that. She's playing like, hey, let me just clear the wave, force you to farm under turret. Okay, it actually becomes easier for you. So your goal is quite simple. You want to conserve mana. Okay, so you want to attack her mana, right? And you want to make
Mhm.
it so that these minions are easy to auto attack under turret,
Yeah,
right? So immediately, I'm thinking of a couple of things. This is getting low, right here, right? So
yeah.
this is
Really.
gonna die probably before even his turret. I'm gonna focus on killing this minion, right? And I'm gonna make sure that these minions right here, um, they can both at full HP take 2 tower turrets and then 1 auto attack, right? But the
Mhm.
problem is they're already low. So if this one takes 2 auto like shots, it's gonna die, right? So set it up so that you can only take 1 tower shot and 1 auto attack to make it easier for you.
Mhm.
Does it make sense?
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Hmm? See, this one's gonna die. You go for a perfect, like a nice trade. Beautiful, you auto her, okay? And it also slows down the push because now the minions actually aggro onto you. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay?
I honestly, when I was playing this, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I was autopiloting. I'm just
No,
hitting her because I'm like, what happens when I hit her?
yeah,
But
no, a lot of people autopilot. Yeah, so this right here, that Q
you
is
shouldn't
fine.
shoot that minion. Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is that now this becomes really awkward, and you cannot even stand here and prevent it from hitting a turret because now you're gonna eat a lot of damage, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna take a bad trade right here. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but yeah. Oh,
I don't
oh,
know.
she missed it. She missed it. Go in, go in, go in. Okay. Yeah, I want to trade right here because I'm gonna hit level 2 first.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because my minions are now closer to my turret, right? They're gonna be grouped up while these come one by one. These minions are gonna hit this minion before these minions hit the other minions.
Mm.
Right? Pop my potions, okay? Because I'm not full HP. Okay, hit level 2, hard trade, set up for a crash.
Okay.
Okay, make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Let's see what you do instead. You let her get level 2 first, which is not
No.
like bad, but it's not like what it's not the best, right? We burn Q here, not necessary. Just auto it. She wasn't contesting.
Okay.
Yeah. We saw her use ability right here, right? Just auto it. You're in auto range, right? Save your Q for her because you're gonna hit level 2. I'm gonna auto this, QW her, walk away. She has one because she only has one ability. She has the AOE ability right now, not the line of fire ability. And it'll be easier for you to dodge because you're gonna proc phase rush. Because you're QW and auto, so it's gonna be easy. Now she has back up. We level E. I would level W. It's not bad. There's some situations where you're gonna want to level E, but it seems like you're afraid right now. That's why. It's why it feels like I need to WE or level E because like she's just poking me, right?
Yeah. I'll be honest. In this game, I wasn't terribly afraid, mostly because I'm pressing tab and I'm noticing Mape doesn't exist. I think he's just gone. So, yeah. I honestly just kind of went, as long as I don't lose this lane, I'll win the game. This is not a very good example of like average gameplay, but it was the only one I could record enough.
It's okay. We could look through some of the other ones, but right now I'm like you're losing really badly, right now.
Yeah.
Right, because again,
I'm like whole wave down should be. She's missing CS, so she should be even more ahead. But...
Yeah, but it's also about mana, too.
Yeah.
Right. If something happens, right, and you guys are both out of mana, that's really bad. Right? Or if you're out of mana, it becomes really, really hard because it makes it really difficult for you to shove the wave, right? And if she has mana and you don't, then you're like really like under her mercy, right?
Yeah.
So she's using a lot of mana in lane right now, right, just to push the wave, which is actually unnecessary. Like she doesn't need to do this. Okay, she can just auto this, right? And when you see this, it's like, oh hey, good, I'm getting free trades off of her because she's missing shit. So I have mana. That's an effective trade. She just took a bad trade. She's trading mana for nothing, right?
So should I at all be trying to fight her from being able to crash wave after wave, even if it's not stacking up, or should I just sit back and be like, all right, you're just gonna shove, I'm just gonna farm under tower?
When you
use mana sparingly to like.
Yeah, so basically, it's the answer on that is basically how good are your mechanics compared to hers, right? And we demonstrated earlier that like, yo, I don't think she's know what she's doing, and you're really easily able to use your abilities on her. You were consistently landing it, right? But the reason why it feels bad right here is because you're not using your abilities on her. You're using it on the minions.
Yeah.
Right. So this is actually
I'm mostly just self-conscious because I know I'm missing a lot of these, even though my idea was I'm just gonna last it under tower. I'm just not executing on it well.
Yeah. So this is actually a pretty like simple concept. It doesn't transcend like to all situations, but it is pretty common, especially in this elo. Okay. If you cannot fight the push, don't use your mana on the wave. Use your mana on her.
Okay.
Right? If you cannot stop the push, you're wasting mana putting it into the wave.
Yeah.
Okay, make sense?
Yeah.
So because
I'm
if she,
handshaking with her, like the only difference between us, if we're both using our mana on the wave, is she's actually pushing.
Exactly, right? And you want her to keep doing that because now each ability she uses on the wave, she's not using it on you. You're setting up a kill or a gank.
Yeah.
Okay.
Part of me honestly thought that even if I do use more mana than her, it's probably still a kill as long as I can get a combo. Just because.
No, right now you can't because you haven't traded before at all. Yeah. You're gonna need what? 3 Ws, if not 4 Ws, just to kill her.
I mean, am I ever looking for the kill 1v1?
Oh yeah. No, you're looking up to
in my mind.
You look for kills up to Challenger, dude. Up to Challenger and solo queue, you look for kills all the time.
Okay.
Right?
I'll be honest, maybe my mindset needs to change, but when I don't know, I just auto picked this champion. I mean, I don't think it's like I don't think this game calls for Orianna too much. I just, I want to be able to just pick it no matter
luckily, like how'd I say this? Orianna is very lucky that her counter picks are very like rarely played.
Yeah.
Right. So like, what counter picks am I talking about?
I mean, Syndra is like pretty classic.
Syndra is a counter pick, but it's not as bad as some of the other matchups. I would say Syndra is
a little bit.
I'd say Syndra is like 60-40, but it's more of a skill matchup.
LeBlanc is pretty classic, although she's not very good right now.
LeBlanc is like one of those, like, it's another skill matchup, right? If Orianna plays really right, it becomes really difficult for them. She needs ganks.
Okay.
So like,
I've always had trouble with Irelia.
Irelia, you hard counter.
Really?
Well, you don't hard counter, but it's actually a favorable matchup into you. I would say that's like 70 or 65, 35-ish, right? Yeah, no, you fuck her up. You fuck people like Akali.
What are Orianna's counters then?
Oh yeah, no, okay. So the idea of counters is like, hey, am I able to do what I want to do, and am I able to stop my opponents from doing what they want to do, right? So Orianna, right? She likes being able to fight at this medium range, right? And she has a lot of like dueling potential because she has her W, her passive with auto attacks, and also her shield, right? And her ult's a really good disruptor, right? Okay, so the idea is like when we're looking for counters, we're looking for champions that basically say, hey, you don't get to do what you want to do, and you can't stop me from doing what I want to do. So a champion like that would be something like Xerath.
Yeah.
You want to fight at a medium range, you don't get to. Okay, Ziggs, Xerath, Vel'Koz, these poke mages, right? These artillery mages, they hard counter Orianna because it's like, hey, you can no longer do what you want to do. You can't fight in that medium range where you get a lot of value. I'm not going to let you, right? Okay, what does Ziggs, Xerath, and Vel'Koz want to do? They want to stay back. Can Orianna stop that? No. Right?
True.
She's not like Kassadin. She's not like Akali. She's not like Irelia, where she can close the distance really, really quickly, right? So like those are the champions where like I'm like saying, okay, this might not be a good spot to pick Orianna. So that's a kind of like
I've always thought that the characters that just slightly outrange Orianna give her a lot of trouble.
Mm-hmm.
At least in lane.
Yeah, no, like, range is a really big deal. Range is a really big deal until it isn't. So like Syndra, for example, they actually have very similar ranges, but the reason why Syndra kind of like out edges Orianna is that her Q actually acts differently. So I'm not sure. So if you play Orianna, right? If you were to Q outside of the range, okay, yeah, Orianna would walk up and then Q that spot.
Oh, that actually doesn't happen with Syndra?
No, she acts like Ziggs in a way. Where if you play Syndra, right, and you Q out here, it's going to give you a max range Q.
Okay.
Right, so actually, in a lot of situations, it actually becomes really easy to land Qs on Syndra, as opposed to Orianna. Because on Orianna, right, if you want to land a max range Q, you got to put your cursor on the max range. Right, if you want to land a max range Q on Syndra, you got to just make sure that they're in your range and then Q in that direction.
True.
Yeah, right. So that it's stuff like that.
It's a little bit easier to execute.
Yeah. So like that plays into it. On top of that, the stun is really easy to land on Orianna. I mean, like the scout of the week on Syndra is easy to land on Orianna, right? And her base stats are a lot stronger. Right.
I felt like she was just kind of better in the middle game, at least in like small skirmishes, maybe not in like a larger scale fight, but
yeah, it really comes down to like, hey, Orianna wants to get an ult, right? But how can she ult when she's constantly being scattered?
Yeah.
Right. So it's very difficult, and like becomes like a game of like baiting out your opponent's abilities, right? And it's just easier to bait out Orianna's abilities than it is Syndra's in that matchup. And there's a huge complexity behind it, right? But the thing is, if you're playing Xerath or Ziggs, who gives a shit? You bait out one Q. Oh, my Q is up in 2 seconds. You know what I mean? So that's why I
really engage with you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, recently Xerath was popular, but even during that time, I just never played against him.
Yeah, so like that's why I think that like in these matchups, like I think Orianna is really strong though.
Probably.
Yeah, I think Orianna is really good right now because one, her stats are really good, right? And a lot of the
Yeah.
matchups she's facing is really good, but also her counters are just not popular whatsoever. So like I play like
Mhm.
my main is Orianna, but when I see the other person play Orianna, I just like insta lock Ziggs and just get the win. Yeah,
Yeah. I feel, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
right. So let's
Whenever
go ahead.
whenever I think about like my game plan as or just like my mindset though, I mean, when I first started playing her, she could just kind of 1v1 people.
Oh yeah, no, no, she's a lane
Very early
bully.
on in the game. She's definitely a lane bully. I don't know. I I wonder if I'm wrong, and I probably am, but I wonder if I'm wrong in that like can you just kind of handshake the lane and say I'm gonna win the late game or team fights? Like, is that a better option?
It's not in solo queue.
Not in solo queue.
No,
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah,
because remember
confused. Okay.
when you handshake, you're at the mercy of your jungler, your top laner, and your bottom.
True.
Right? In solo queue, they are NPCs. Okay, why would you leave that up to RNG?
True. They're NPCs.
Right? Uh,
Very true. Yeah.
Solo queue becomes really really easy when you constantly win your lane, and you should always be
Okay.
playing to win your lane. Okay, there's very few matches where you're just like, okay, I'm gonna have to like back up. Right? If you're playing against a Lucian, right? Yeah, we're gonna have to like we're praying to scale. Okay,
Yeah.
not that does not mean you play passively. Okay, that's a completely different issue. You should never play passively, regardless if you have agency or not. Um, but it does mean that you got to be more aware of the situations that you're actually being like under threat of being uh, dived, executed, or just giving up a huge advantage. In this matchup, I have no problem playing aggressively against Vex. She
Yeah.
does have a decent advantage when it comes to like how easy it is to land her abilities and the damage that she does. But at this rank, it doesn't matter because she doesn't know how to counter you.
Yeah. I also shouldn't just be allowing her to shove if I know that there isn't a jungler on their side. That feels not good.
Yeah, so like I've noticed that you're not autoing the wave at all. So you're not even contesting it with your abilities. I mean, you are contesting it with your abilities, but not efficiently, and you're not contesting it with your auto attacks. Auto attacks mean a lot, especially in Orianna. Orianna is
Yeah.
like a huge auto attack based champion, right? So
Should I in general just be going airy then? I
mm,
used to just purely go airy, honestly, because I
Aerie
could
is
get
really good against matchups where it's like you're just gonna get a bunch of free damage. So like
yeah,
against Kassadin, right?
anything melee. Yeah. Okay.
Not anything melee. There's some champions where it's like, hey, I would rather have phase rush. Stuff like, or I mean, Irelia, I need phase rush.
Or echo. Yeah. Stuff like that.
Echo, yeah, phase rush would be nice because like I can get the damage off already, but the damage isn't what's is not what's gonna win me the lane. What's gonna win me the lane against those matchups is that they can't kill me, right?
Okay.
Okay.
So is that? I mean, I'm not gonna keep interrupting,
No, 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 no.
but
All this is helpful because it's like all the questions that
yeah,
you have, they're making me think, but they also like add value to you. Like,
I would like to, if there is another session,
yeah,
how to beat Aurelia. That would be a good one.
mhm. Yeah, yeah, no, that's definitely a one. Um, but a lot you're gonna find out really really soon that a lot of the melee matchups become very very similar. A lot of the matchups
Yeah.
against Kassadin, Irelia, Akali, Silas, they become very very similar, and they actually become really really easy once you understand. Yeah, but for those, it's really important that you manage waves because Orianna, she's a lane bully, right? So
Mhm.
with like these lane bullies that we play with, you got to learn how to manage waves because the waves is everything.
Yeah. I find. I mean, I don't know. I've never encountered, unless it's a Malzahar, someone just shoving the wave.
Azir does
Unless
it.
it's a Malzahar or yeah,
Azir
Azir
does
does.
it. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if it's just where I'm at, but like I just don't like they just don't do that to me.
You want to do it for people with like the idea of constantly shoving is to avoid laning phase,
Yeah.
right?
There are a lot of
Malzahar,
characters that just kind of get to do that, I
yeah,
feel. Like
but
interesting take.
Against Orianna, he doesn't get to do that.
I guess Oriana now? No?
Yeah, Orianna would just fuck him up.
Okay.
Yeah, like
I haven't played against a Twisted Fate since season two.
Twisted Fate,
Or whatever.
Twisted Fate loses pretty hard against Orianna.
Okay.
Yeah, because you have the range advantage.
Yeah.
It's really bad against a really bad against a really good Orianna versus a really good Twisted Fate. You're gonna get a decent CS lead. Um,
Mhm.
But like again, if the Orla Twisted Fate is good, it ain't gonna happen, right? Champions like Annie, champions like Twisted Fate, champions like Rise, you're gonna bully them really easily if you understand the range, right? But like a champion like Vex, range and like it's a very similar concept here. Don't kill that minion because it was free. Yeah.
Really cool. Yep.
Yeah.
I saw it happening.
It's all good. It's all good. As long
I am mostly on autopilot in this game, if I'm being totally honest.
That's fine.
I freaked out. I was like, whatever, just spend the mana to get it.
I haven't met a single person who doesn't autopilot lane.
I see Graves and I'm like, she's gonna shove.
Right? Yeah, no.
Killer?
Right here, this is not well good. Why is it not good? Let's look back here. Okay.
I'm honestly just trying to tag damage on her because if Graves happens to come up, I think that maybe we have a kill.
Yeah, but if you want to kill her, you should pop pots.
That's true. Yeah.
Right. So I would right here.
I feel like that's almost telegraphing a little bit, though.
No. So the idea with pots is that you want to have the HP now. You don't want to have like you don't want to wait 5 seconds during the fight, like expecting the HP to keep coming. You want to be full HP now. So right here, it's pushing towards her, right? Right? Can we agree on this?
What do you mean?
The wave is pushing towards her.
Yeah.
Right. Their minions are going to come, right? And the reason why I don't want to Q this wave right here, or QW, because I want to give my their minions more time to move forward. The incoming wave, right? Because that cannon minion is going to give me a lot of time. And what's going to happen is I'm going to build up a huge wave so I can set up a recall. Because I can't expect Graves to come, and also even if he does come, we're not going to get anything out of it. I realistically cannot kill the Vex right here. She has flash, she has everything up. Right? We don't have any hard CC to lock her down. She has a fear that's going to push Graves away unless he flashes it. But like, why are we both flashing a Vex that has flash and full HP?
Yeah.
Right. So what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to basically have my pop right, set up a push. Stop playing so back. Okay. Stop playing so back because it's like we're getting here this way for no reason.
All right. In this position, how do I start that though?
Auto.
If I had that thought, how would I exactly start it? Would I just start autoing the wave?
Auto the wave, Punisher, QW.
The Punisher for using this ability, QW.
Yeah, just QW. QW. Yeah, right. So look at this. Look at this right here. Right. She fucked her entire wave up. You QW, walk forward. Right.
And keep hitting her.
Yeah. If you don't auto her, her minions are just going to take all the CS from her.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Just don't. So I'm going to move forward. QW. Okay. I have a pot still, so I'm full HP. She's not going to kill me yet, right? Unless there's a jungler there, right? And she loses all of this minions.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So we're moving back. Your Q is up, and yeah, your Q and your W and your E are up, but we're moving back. But it's okay. It's not the worst because you actually don't have that much mana, but like again, all these problems are starting to compound, as you can see, right?
Yeah.
And
I'm losing this lane for sure.
Yeah,
and
a lot of it's because we're playing passive. Passive and scared. And I guess like my biggest advice for not playing passive and scared is don't be afraid to lose the game.
That's true.
Right? Yeah. Because let's be real, like none of us are pros, okay? Like we're not like threatening to lose our jobs because of our low like solo queue rank, right? so like no one really like it doesn't really matter. It's just like 20 LP, right? So let's use this time to get really good at the game.
I do feel like I have a rather weak mindset in that. Like in this scenario, I'm literally looking at this like I know I'm not gonna kill her. I'm just trying to do my best and participate. So this Graves doesn't get mad at me. I don't think we're ever gonna get this. I'm just gonna last hit and I press tab and I'll be honest. This game may not be the best example just because I do know that it's a 5v4.
Oh,
I just don't think. I'm supposed to be. It's horrible.
No. So like one thing I think it's really good because we're actually seeing a lot of mistakes that you might not even know that are mistakes. So right here.
I'd love to see those in the other games too. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm seeing a huge mistake right here. You need a path better. In the sense of auto move. There's a lot of times where you're autoing and standing still. Right here. See, you're standing still, right? You're standing still when you could be right here, right? Because the idea is we want to sandwich her. She knows that since Graves is so far away with red buff, she doesn't want to go right here. She wants to go right here and flash over, right? Because maybe her jungler's over here, right?
Okay.
Auto move, but like look at these autos that you do. Oh, auto. Okay, auto stand still, auto stand still, auto stand still. And a really important mechanic is to here. I'll show you. This is like almost for every champion in the game. You need to learn how to auto attack. It's really important as a Orianna because auto attacks are a huge amount of damage in her passive, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to show you a short drill just to practice before a game, and then I'm going to try to have you incorporate it into your games. Okay, this is going to help you CS a lot better. Have you ever played against a Smurf before?
I mean, I never check.
You never check?
Maybe. No, I don't know.
Because if you ever played against
a that seemed like that particularly good, so maybe not. But
if you played against like a really good Smurf, right? A lot of times they're gonna feel like they are just better. As in like their champions are just better. Their champions feel broken because like they're moving faster to do more damage, right? But a lot of times it's not that their champions are stronger; it's that your champion's weaker because you're not like utilizing all of the champion's abilities. So one very common thing that a lot of people, especially around your skill level, struggle with is auto attacking. And I guess there's two things that you need to understand game knowledge wise to understand how auto attacks work. Okay, there's a wind up stage, and then there's a wind up stage for auto attacks, and then there's a cooldown for auto attacks. Right? Mm-hmm. Those are both determined by your attack speed. Okay, so
they're both determined. Oh, that's interesting.
So yeah, the faster that you the more attack speed you have, right? The faster the wind up. Okay.
I wonder if the same is true for like ability haste. I guess it's called now. And
no. Ability haste. Let's go. Ability haste only changes the cooldown. It doesn't change the wind up or the channeling. Okay. So with autos, there. If you look at this auto here, right, you're gonna notice her animation. There's a wind up, right, and then there's a kind of a cooldown, right. Mm-hmm. That cooldown, it's only time based. It's not animation based.
So you can be moving during it, yeah.
Yes. So after the thing, you don't have to wait for her hand to come back forward. Okay. So that's actually really important. Okay. So if you input your auto attacks correctly, you can move really quickly, and you're not going to stand still. Okay. But if you do it too early, it's going to cancel it.
You cancel your auto, yeah.
Right. So what I want to do is I want to input an auto attack, move. Okay. That's step one.
Figure out like the quickest way to like do that without canceling it.
Yes, that's step one, right? Because you want to avoid this cancel right here, right? Are you with me so far, Gabe?
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah.
There's a second cancel that can happen. Well, where do you think that is?
I don't know.
Think about it.
Canceling is it an animation for the wind up or?
No. Okay, not exactly. So remember how I told you there's two cooldowns you got to worry about, right? There's the wind up, right? And then there's the cooldown for the auto attack, right? Based off your attack speed, right? If you input an attack command before that cooldown reaches 0, you're gonna stand still.
Okay.
So for example, yeah. So I'm gonna put in one auto attack move. Stand still. You see that, right?
Okay.
Versus this.
You want to continue moving during the whole time? Okay. Yeah.
do you see the difference? Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to move, stand still. Right? Versus move, move.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
No, yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, so this is how you get more value off of your auto attacks and actually move faster and understand that, hey, for example, I guess we can use our Qs to demonstrate this, right? Okay, I Q, it's instant, right? Okay, mm-hmm. If I move over here and I Q again, right, nothing's going to happen because it was on cooldown, right? Imagine this is your auto attack. I'm going to Q, move. As soon as it hits 0, I hit Q again. Yeah. Okay, your auto attack is the exact same way. Okay, where you only want to auto attack when it's off cooldown.
Okay.
Make sense? And a great way to figure this out is to go into practice tool and practice this, right? And you're gonna basically look at your auto attack and just kind of feel the time, how long it takes for you to auto attack again, right?
Yeah.
See, that one was kind of slow, but you can do it right. I canceled it. And it takes a lot of practice. But over time, this is going to be really important, not just for Orianna, but for every champion in the game. The people that I think at the lower levels that understand this the most is AD carries. But this is every champion, right? And this is independent of spells, and this can right here can just benefit you so much because you can CS a lot easier. You can move and dodge, right? That's the first mechanical thing I would like for you to work on. Okay, we don't have to worry about combos just yet, right? But that one is this right here is going to help you a lot. Auto attacking. Okay.
Yeah.
And once you get done with that, we're going to start working with max range Qs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess to give you a hint of what that looks like, right? Are you on QuickCast? Are you using QuickCast?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Right. A great way is to basically understand that there's a certain range outside of your auto attack range.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be like that kind of, you can use your auto attacks as an indicator for your range for your Q. Any questions about the mechanics?
No, none. Not really. I've never.
You never thought
I,
about it, right?
well, I feel like I've never been forced to think about it, and I don't know if I'll ever expect to be, but it is good to know that that is an area of improve where I can improve.
Yeah, no,
I think
that definitely would help in this situation right here.
yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely right
I'm
here.
trying to think in my brain like the foresight is what I'm missing realistically because right here, if you pause right here, I'm thinking even if I were on her left right now, like if I had done what you said, she would have to go down the lane rather than have this other option of going through the river, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Which, very valuable. I just don't think we can kill her.
Oh no,
And if she flashes from river, if she flashes from lane, she's still flashing.
the idea is
I
we
don't know.
want
It
to
might
force her
just get
flash, don't we?
lazy, to be honest.
Like, don't we
Yeah,
want?
it would be nice to force her flash.
Mm-hmm.
That is probably just better. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And on top of that is like she's not gonna feel the need to flash if she's 400 HP by the time she escapes. If she's 300 XP the time she escapes, right? But if you put 5 auto attacks into her, that's around 250 damage.
Sure.
Just on
And
auto attacks
I
alone.
have at least 4 or 5 auto attacks
Yeah.
more if I'm next time.
Right?
Yeah.
At minimum, right? That's only auto attacks, not including your abilities, right? Not including graves,
Yeah.
right? So at least there's actually a potential for her to for you to get a kill if she greaves for the flash. Even if she gets a flash, there's a potential to kill, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say go for it, but I'd say burning the flash
It's,
is
it's
really
at
important.
least not. It's at least not just backing down, playing passive for no reason.
Exactly, right? And the thing is, that concept of auto attacks, right? That's not just for this situation. That's for every situation.
Yeah.
Understanding how to maximize your damage and maximize your move speed is an incredible way to just up your mechanics.
Yeah.
Okay. Very few times, or not very few times, there are going to be situations where you don't want to auto attack, and that's going to be a lot of times like late game, right? When everyone's kill potential is very very high, and you need to maintain that range, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is that like we're not really focused on that right now. We're focused on laning phase.
Yeah,
So,
it's not happening.
so we're focusing on a couple things. We're focusing on mechanics and wave manipulation. Okay.
Yeah.
So, do you have any other questions right now?
Right now, no. I will just have the note of like the mechanics makes a lot of sense to me. I think I have played in a way that is better than this mechanically. When it comes to wave manipulation, I'm much more like lost.
So,
Just FYI.
yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. Most people are lost when it comes to whip manipulation because it's very complicated. So let's look at your some of your other games. Is it Coffee? What's your name? Coffee.
Dodger with a Y instead of Dodgyr.
This is you.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's me.
Let's see what we have here.
Like I just played a Blitz game.
This is the Vex game. Let's go with this game.
This one is
Oh,
a good game.
this one's gonna be a hard game. This is against Ziggs. You want to watch this one? Or you want to watch
There
this?
were other ones that I would prefer to watch.
Oh, Nefari.
This game was honestly pretty bad just because this is one of the times maybe where we did have a Smurf. This Lee was just insane. He just played Lee top.
Lee Top is a strong laner. That's why Lee Sin is a really strong laner. I guess. So
There was a game before this that I did want to review.
okay. Oh, what was it?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Was it like what was the matchup?
Oh, it was not the Sindri. It might have just been the one right before this. It might have been just this one.
Nivea?
No, I don't think it was a Nivea.
Do you have an Aurelia game?
No, this one was weird. It's one of the ones that I sent you. This one was also really weird. Here, what is this one? The one right above that? I think it was
this one's
7.
Echo.
Yeah, that one's okay.
What was the one that you? What was the one that you wanted?
The one, oh gosh, how do I, that one right there.
This one here, 7-3-13.
Yeah, this one was a little bit less of just like a flat out stomp.
Oh, this one's a Nico one.
Yeah,
so Nico.
I liked this match. This matchup, I feel like Nico does a little bit better in lane, but
so Nico's weird. Okay, so there's multiple things to worry about with Nico. One, she has like this weird like cloaking.
Zoe. If she just lands an E, she can just like, oh, you're half health now.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is.
Like if they don't land that, you're
She's
fine.
Yeah, no. If she don't lands that and you hard punish her, she feels really bad to play. Okay, but then there's also like the whole idea of like keeping track of Nico, right? Yeah, so that's annoying. But
I think I did a lot of work trying to do that, and ended up just scaring people of minions. It was pretty great. I think I pinged bot a lot of like, she's that minion, dude.
So immediately I'm thinking, okay, so like, okay,
5-man dive.
We know Nico's right here. Let's see.
I think right here I'm like setting up the recording.
You're fine. Let's see.
Wait, do you have 0 ping right now? I guess it's not streaming, is it?
No, this is a recording. That's why.
Yeah.
I have around 40 at 30 ping. So we know this is Nico, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We gave her priority in lane. I'm okay contesting the priority of her, but this is starting to see a pattern. You should be right here.
I feel like I just got to the lane late because I was setting up recording and I just warded late. But is that ward even worth it? I don't know. People always do it, so I kind of always do it. That or in the Raptor pit.
It really depends on the matchup, right? That's like if you're expecting Lee to at least in a gank you at the time. He's gonna be right here, right?
Yeah. When would he ever gank me where that ward is still alive?
If he's level 2 ganking
you. We'd have to like. Yeah.
Right. If you see a level 2 gank,
we'd have to like blue dogs Raptors and then gank.
Yeah. But right here, I'm more worried about like this right here. You know she's gonna Q you. Right? Or she's gonna try to hit a spell, right? So very simple mechanical thing: walk in, walk out, walk in, walk out for max range, right?
Debate it.
Yeah, just debate it, right? Because nothing's happening right here that you need to like have like to auto yet, right? So right here, perfectly placed max range Q because she's gonna move in to try to hit you with a spell. Max range Q, move out. Hit and weave, right? Because we don't have to worry about these minions just yet, right? And then once she sends her ability out, walk right here, auto right here. Not this minion right here, so stagger it. But we go for an auto instead. So we're gonna take a free trade. Okay.
Did I even auto her? Did I auto the
minions? You autoed her, but you just didn't Q her. So you used Q on the minions instead, and it was kind of weird.
Yeah.
Right, so she's gonna get more value out of it. And now we have priority, or she has priority here. But she pushes way too quickly. Okay?
Yeah, I don't even think he's hit the tower. I think they just...
So this is going to be okay for you, because now the wave is going to be really awkward. Because by the time the Canyon minion comes, it's going to be pushing towards her. Okay?
Yeah.
So...
in my mind, I do remember this moment thinking like, okay, what are my options here? Is it worth it to keep the option open for Kane to do a level 2 gank?
Oh, right here?
Not that well, a couple seconds ago, but
it's gonna be very difficult. It's very difficult against Nico, especially when she's full HP. Right. So immediately right here, I'm thinking, okay, I want to use all of my mana on her.
Okay.
Okay, I don't want to
Why?
because
What? How did your brain come up with that?
well,
Why did you think that
right
rather?
here, right here, you see the wave right here, right? She wants to crash
Oh,
this wave.
well, okay.
She wants to crash this wave, right? Because it awkwardly sits right here. She wants to
Yeah.
crash this wave, right? So she's going to use abilities on this right here. Okay?
Okay. Is it not okay for me to just let her do that and like
No,
push her
you
off?
can let her do that, right?
Okay.
If you put abilities into her, you're not pushing the wave.
Okay.
But again,
Yeah.
you can't stop this wave from crashing that easily without using your abilities, right? And you might not necessarily want to, anyways. So we don't want to put our abilities into the wave. We want to put it into her, so that when we
Mhm.
crash 4 waves from
It is a
now,
little bit difficult to do if she's standing in the wave, but
it's difficult to hit her. I think it's easier to hit her.
no, I mean putting abilities in her and specifically not the wave.
Mhm. Um, it doesn't really matter yet because it's
Okay.
like I agree with you, and you're gonna find that really difficult for champions like Ziggs, right? Where he's gonna push the wave no matter what, right?
Yeah.
Uh, but in this situation, her value, like your priority, is to get her low while CSing.
Okay.
Her priority is to like try to get you low while CSing, but she also wants to she wants to shove more, right? So if you just
Mhm.
don't stand in a place where you can she gets value from both of them, she's gonna have to choose,
Yeah.
right? So that's one. Okay, you don't need to choose. You just want to put your abilities into her, right? But we're playing really safer here, and we're kind of giving her what she wants. Okay, it's gonna now the minions come over here, and now it's gonna be slow pushing away from you, right? But she's gonna get a really easy Q right here. You walk up. She just ignores it. Okay.
I kind of feel the potential of that happening, and I
Uh-huh.
just preemptively put abilities out.
So right here, you guys are both full HP. Pop your pot now. Okay.
Yeah.
It's pushing towards her, but it's meeting at the midpoint, right? It's gonna be slightly pushing to her by like 1 minion because these are really low. She's gonna Q it for here, right? But we want to get her low. Okay. A lot of this stuff right here would be a lot better if you just implemented that auto attack thing I told you. It would make
Yeah.
it really easy for you to dodge. So you're stunned.
I just auto in a minion. I'm doing a little bit of weaving.
Yeah.
The auto attacks better than last game.
So right here, it's pushing towards her. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You're gonna want to do this right here. Okay. You know that she's gonna try to Q you. Okay. I'm looking to bait out her Q.
Okay, so probably just walk up in and out.
Mm-hmm.
Don't miss yes,
Okay.
kind of thing.
Yes, perfect right here. You baited out an ability. Baited her E, your snare.
Mhm.
Perfect. Right here, move in.
Let
Why?
her move in. Okay,
Move in right now.
that's true. Yeah, yeah. Why wouldn't I? She just used her only ability
On
to.
top of that, you have a level advantage. She's gonna hit 3 right here.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
We want to when you have level advantage, you have better stats, right? And that means you also get more value from your abilities in your auto attacks. Your damage is gonna matter more, right?
Hmm.
It's almost as if you have an extra door and drink on yourself. So I want to basically it's gonna use this advantage I have on her, this power advantage, and try to bully her out of these minions because she wants this minion, right?
Yeah.
I'm on cooldown. That's cool, but she's on cooldown too. I can auto her, right? I'm gonna move up. She gives up the CS right here. Okay, she wants this one right here. Just walk up and cue her.
That's it. After she queued as well. Yeah.
Yeah, but we're just giving it up, right?
I'll be honest. If I were replaying this game right now, my mind would probably be more along the lines of like, "Hey, where's this Lee at?"
Uh-huh.
Because I know he's hit 3, but I know he's not top
Yeah,
10 at all.
that's a good point right here, right? Then hug this side.
Yeah.
You can do all the same thing, but on this side.
I'm walking up there,
Yeah.
so I must have thought it as well.
Okay, we see Lee. We don't give a fuck anymore. Okay, we
Yeah.
see Lee right now. We don't give a fuck. Let's just crash this on her so we can roam.
Mhm.
Right? We have a huge wave advantage. She just used her Q, right, and it faded away. So these 3 minions are really awkward for her. Don't worry about roaming yet. Focus on getting her low.
I'm already going like,
Oh
oh,
no.
Kane's over here. I'm going up. I
Oh
can
no,
sense that
no.
it's
So
gonna be
that's bad. That's bad. Okay, and the reason why that's
yeah,
bad is because since you're pushing, right? That means that your minions are gonna kill her minions, right? That means that you want to be here when these minions die, so you get the XP.
yeah. I'm missing at least a wave if I actually commit to this, which I
Yeah,
think I might.
yeah. No,
And he's even pinging me off. Look at him. I'm like, no, I'm going.
you're losing so much more than Nico is right now.
Yeah, she kind of just does this. This is weird.
But she wants to do this.
Oh, she ignites me.
Yeah, she wants to do this, right?
Okay.
She wants to do this because you're losing so much.
I mean, not that she's playing perfectly, and I should be prepared against like, you know, actually good play. But did she not also miss?
No, she missed CS, right? But it's more about the difference, right?
Yeah.
If she missed 5 CS and you missed 10 CS, she's up 5 CS. Okay. And it becomes really important because I mean, this determines on who hits 6 first, and she has a level advantage now, right? So she has the advantage now. She wants to just trade with you hard, right? Okay.
Yikes.
Yeah. Oh no. No 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 no.
What happened?
You have no ability to kill her. You have no mana,
No.
right? You have no mana.
Sure.
So
I
like,
mean,
imagine this
am I,
situation.
am I thinking about killing her in that situation? If
No,
both junglers are coming down and she has no mana?
she has flash. She has snares, right? It makes it really easy. Kane's a really easy champion to snare because like the way he moves before he evolves, right? Is he moves in a very straight line, right?
Mm-hmm.
He Qs, it's a very telegraphed way to snare, right? That's so for one, Kane's not gonna be able to follow up. He has no ultimate. He has no flash too. Okay. Two, you have no mana to follow up the damage. Right? Right here, recall TP.
Oh, okay. So you want the recall TP? Okay.
Recall
I
TP.
I think I thought about that, and then I thought that the wave was crashing too fast or something.
No, no, she doesn't have enough damage. By the time you recall and TP, you're gonna miss 2, maybe even 3 minions, but she's stuck in lane with you.
Yeah.
You want her to be stuck in lane
Oh
with
wait,
you.
no, I don't think I have enough for Lost Chapter. I think I barely not enough for Lost Chapter.
That doesn't matter though. At this point, if you recall and come in, you don't have enough for Lost Chapter, right? You have 700. That's enough for what the you can get boots and Amta.
Is it not okay to like greed because I know I'm being covered by Kane to get this wave and get Lost Chapter? Because I have futures market.
Okay, so we are not we are looking to win the game, right? We are looking to win
Yeah.
the game, right? And you can win this game really easily if you keep Nico in lane right now. Because
Okay.
because if you keep Nico in lane right now, and Kane helps you keep Nico in lane, and you recall, you come back, right? You're gonna have item advantage over her. You're gonna have HP and mana advantage over her. Her life is hell, and she needs Lee Sin to come to bail her out.
Okay. Okay. So that okay.
So
if I
basic,
pack-
yeah, you're gonna
if
be
I pack
so
this in
healthy.
right here,
Yeah, you're gonna be
as
so
long as
healthy.
Kane doesn't die or something. Hey, whatever about that, but
Yeah.
it's a factor I can't really
No,
control.
but what's gonna happen is you're gonna be full HP, right? And she's gonna be stuck in lane with you, right? And she's stuck in lane with full HP, full mana, Orianna. She's gonna like not be able to do anything. She has no mana, right? She can't kill you. You can kill.
Back or else she'll lose the whole
Yeah.
cannon wave
Yeah,
in another one.
and basically this process goes on, and your job is to extend that state as far as possible, so you can milk as much CS and XP from her as possible.
Mhm.
And this is how people get like level 5 versus level 7, right? Because if you're level 7 and she's level 5, the game is over, right?
Yeah.
So this is how you win the game. And typically this wouldn't happen, right? Okay, Lisa would come and help her clear the wave, right? But the thing is, you're at the low elo. They don't do that. They don't do that. So
they only come to lanes for ganks.
yeah. So like we want to work with what we were given.
I think what's going through my head. I think what went through my head in that moment was I want to back in TP because it's at my tower. There's a cannon wave, so even if she shoves, I'll be able to make it back in time for all my CS and counter shove. But Kane's coming down.
TP.
Maybe I can greed for. Yeah, I think I have like 2 seconds for that.
We had a really late TP. You could have been like a couple seconds faster, and that would have been important because it makes it easier for you to get to the wave and stop her recall. But right now, it's like if you want to stop the recall, you're risking a lot of damage. right? From minions. If Lee Sin comes over here, you're risking a lot. Move forward and try to catch her.
Here you try to. I probably wouldn't try to cancel her back because I'm scared of Lee.
No, right here. If the decision that you made is to not cancel her back right here, which was right here, sit right here. Okay. Don't try to clear this wave.
Okay, so I just have the wave sit at my tower.
Not at the tower, right in front of your tower. Right here?
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
You're pretty healthy. Okay?
Just sit there with shield.
Sit here with shield. Move this way. You have vision on this way. We know Lee's around here. Ish, right here. Kite the minions and try to get them pulled over here.
Yeah.
Why?
I'm sorry, what?
Why am I telling you to do this?
Which part specifically?
Why am I telling you to stand right here? Okay? Kite the minions over here.
Well, once they follow me into the bush, they won't be able to aggro unless there's a ward, I guess. But it'll be frozen in front of my tower.
Yeah, well, yeah. It's not frozen. It's not frozen. It's not frozen. It's pushing into you.
It'll be, yeah, okay.
It's pushing into you. The value is not to cause a freeze. The value is to eat these minions. Or to eat these minions. We want the wave to eat these minions before she can get here. So by the time she gets here, she lost 4 CS at minimum.
So I want to stack her wave in front of my tower so that her wave eats mine.
Yes, her wave eats yours so that you can hit 6 before she does.
Okay. If I had done what you preferred earlier, of like TPing earlier, would I try to go stop her back instead of all of that?
Oh, well, okay, so if you TP right here, right? Yes. Okay, you recall here. You should have been recalling, right? 7 seconds. This interaction doesn't happen. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. We are TPing right here.
Right here, yeah.
Not yet. We have like 3 seconds left. Okay. Now we have TP. Now we're here. Okay. This right here is pushing towards her. She has no mana.
Yeah.
Create a huge ass wave. We're gonna take it really slow. Create a huge ass wave, and zone her out of XP. The next wave is gonna kill this cannon minion. She's gonna miss a cannon minion. Right.
So even there, even if I had the principal idea of backing and TPing earlier, I wouldn't have executed on it because my immediate thought is she's gone. I shove hard.
No.
Not stack the wave. Okay, so I would even want to stack the wave after that. Got it.
Yeah, I'm stacking the wave so that she can't leave. She can't leave, right? Because if there's 13 minions right here, why would she ever recall? She doesn't have TP.
Yeah.
Right.
If she tries to, I shouldn't stop her though, right? Like if she manages to back, I'm like, okay, you lose 13 minions.
Yeah, and then you roam.
Right. Okay.
But the beauty of it is actually if you're in that situation, you get choice. You get to choose to stop her or not. I would choose to stop her just to kill her because we're at a level where like their mechanics aren't really big, right?
Gonna hit 600 tower and
hold her. Kill her. Let's get force Lee Sin to come and just get the double kill. Yeah. You're gonna be level 6 while Lee Sin is 4 and Nico's 5. Oh yeah, no, you just win. And then they die. They lose all that minions, right? You get a plate, recall, come back. You won the game.
I mean, if I ever get a double kill, it's probably
no. You're gonna get a double kill. You're gonna get a double kill.
Yeah.
Trust me. Okay. if a level 4 Lee Sin with half HP comes mid, right? You one cycle him.
With a Nico with no armor or mana.
Yeah, no mana, no HP. Oh yeah, there's nothing that Nico can do to stop you. This play is unstoppable right here. So in fact, right here, right, instead of kiting over here, you can kite forward and try to do this exact same thing.
Yeah. In that scenario, I'm not even thinking about killing, which is a problem.
No, you should. You should be like, hey, she doesn't have TP. She doesn't have Ignite. Punish her. She's down a summoner spell.
Okay.
Right? Because there's some champions that take TP, right? And you want to punish their TP, as in make it so that they have to waste TP, so you have TP advantage. Right?
Shoving here, it's just straight up bad.
Yeah. Like even doing nothing, like quite literally, even doing nothing right here is better.
Yeah.
Because right here, see, you messed up, right? Yeah, but you recognize that you messed up, right? See right here, push S on your keyboard.
Yeah, just stop.
Stop right here. Let her minions kill your minions and only use auto attacks the last hit. So at least she at least loses 3 minions because she's like right here. Oh, she's recalling. So, oh, she's gonna miss all of this. Then she's gonna miss all six minions.
Did I happen to luck out that shoving is the greatest thing because she's bad? That's my favorite way of winning.
Oh no, you didn't luck out here.
No? If she's recalling right now,
If she's
is
recalling
that
right
even not the
here,
best option?
it only matters if you're roaming, right? Because now you're just gonna be doing nothing.
What's in my inventory? Why am I backing? There's no way I have
Yeah.
any
So
money
you
for anything,
so
right?
yeah. So basically,
Maybe a amp tone.
the way you should think about it is this: you TP'd for 6 minions,
Yeah, that's not the best.
right?
Maybe she loses some of this wave.
Yeah, no, she's gonna lose all this wave. Don't get me wrong, okay? But you
Oh wow.
TP'd for
Okay.
6 minions. You didn't
Okay.
TP for a kill. You didn't TP for a kill worth XP or a gold. You just TP'd for 6 minions, and this is what's holding you back. This is what's stopping you from being diamond.
Oh geez, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
People think I like to think it's like, oh, it's the mechanics, right? No, it's simple stuff like this. Like you're giving up free
I mostly think
advantages.
it's like the volume of games, to be honest. But
No. You can easily hit diamond in like 20 games from where you're at. Yeah.
I think right here, I think that Nico is one of those minions, but I see her come to lane.
So right here, okay, what are you thinking of doing?
I don't remember at the time if I were to replay
Now,
this.
I'm talking about like from a third person's point of view, right? You see this right
Right
here.
now, I'm thinking about. Looks like bot's rotating towards Dragon, and so is Kane. So I'm probably gonna try to clear this wave. She's getting prio right now by shoving, so I'm thinking about shoving this wave and starting out or starting towards Dragon.
Okay.
Is that terrible?
I mean, it's not bad depending on what your teammates do, right? What I'm thinking
Yeah.
about is this right here. Right here, we crash in 3 waves from here. We're gonna have a crash. We're gonna get a plate.
Okay.
Okay. There's nothing that she can do to stop this because she already committed her abilities. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That crash right there is a perfect time to run.
Okay. In 3 waves from now,
3 waves from now.
that's a lot of time to think about.
Well,
Yeah, I don't think I've ever thought three waves from now ever.
well, think about it this way. Think about it this way. Okay. First wave. Okay. This wave right here that's coming. Right. It's gonna meet these minions under turret.
Okay.
Okay. Uh, and then the same wave that they have, right? It's gonna be right here, and it's gonna meet right here, if not here. Okay.
Yeah.
Wave 1. This wave is gonna take time to kill. Okay. Wave 2 is gonna meet right here. You have a minute advantage, right? Okay. Wave 3 is gonna meet right here. You just clear it. There's a huge ass wave that she has to catch.
And I don't have to do anything but last hit for this to happen, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless she comes in and starts like trying to clear it, right? But as we said before, if she does that, we put damage on her.
Okay.
Right? Because the worst thing that can happen for her when we are building this huge wave is that she dies because she's gonna miss everything, right? If we have a big wave and we die, we don't miss much on CS. In fact, we are actually encouraged to attack her.
Okay. So it's a little bit of like a rock paper scissors with maybe less elements in that scenario.
Kind
where-
of. No, I think of it like people like to refer it as ping ponging,
Okay.
right? The waves are ping ponging back and forth, right? And you see this a lot in professional play. They say like, "Oh my gosh, it's just ping ponging." All they're doing is just because they know that if I'm pushing forward, I have an advantage, right? If I have a huge minion wave, I have an advantage. If we trade here, you lose. If you go 1 for 1, you lose because you're gonna miss out on all these minions, right?
Yeah.
I risk so little dying here, or I risk less. You risk everything. You risk the game, right? But now if it's going the other way, I need to play safe now because I don't want to miss all these minions, right?
Okay.
In solo
Yeah.
queue, people don't understand this, so they become really, really greedy, and that's where you should punish them.
So far, definitely, I need to be looking for the potential to kill someone more.
Yeah, especially with these lane bullies like Orianna, right? No, like, the laning is everything.
Look at this awful CSing.
It's right here. Move
She's
forward.
shoving again.
She's gonna hit 6 though. She's gonna hit 6. There we go.
Yeah.
So right here. Okay, we got last chapter, so it's not that bad, right? Right here.
Six
Okay,
now.
it's going neutral now. Okay, what's the idea here?
Um, the idea here, man, I don't know. Again, I would only be thinking towards dragon just because of where Kane's at. I know
I
it's
would
like
agree with you. I would agree with you that the idea is now to get out of it.
What do you mean get out of what? Sorry.
Get out of the lane
Yeah.
because there's stuff happening.
Unfortunately, my top laner's not there and my bot's shoved, so I'd be thinking dragon, or if there's some kind of invade going on, which it doesn't look like there is. I know Lee's bot, so
But I'm asking, like, do you have an idea of what you want to do?
what I would want to be doing is pinging dragon. Actually,
Huh?
I would want to just go for dragon. I see we have a shove bot. I don't know where Leona is. She doesn't even look like she's
Okay.
actually in lane.
So how are we gonna go about that?
Oh, there's a Nico in the bush.
Yeah, but how are we gonna go about getting dragon?
I would just start walking there. I would ping there and start walking there.
And just ignore this wave?
I mean, yes.
Right now, it's okay to ignore the wave.
What else could I do to it?
Right now it is because we gotta kill a Nico.
Okay.
Because it's 2v1.
Okay,
You're level
it's
6.
not there then. What would I do with this wave?
Right here? Oh,
Yeah.
well, no, she's gonna be here. we saw her recall, right? We know she's gonna be here. With the wave, and she's gonna be right here. Fine. It's almost as right here. She did flash, but right now it's almost as if this fight never happened. But she just started out with no flash. Okay, right here, I'm moving towards her. I'm fighting her. Why is that?
As in, okay, in this exact scenario.
In this exact scenario, I'm walking forward. I'm trying to trade for her, and I'm not touching the wave.
I mean, for a couple of reasons, mostly because my jungler's here and it's just free.
That's one. Also, you see the jungler down south, right?
Yeah.
But what else?
I mean, kill potential is just good. I don't know.
Okay, so this is an important concept, right? If you want to roam or you want to move, right, you gotta have a reason why the person will not follow you.
Okay.
Right? I want minions to be under her turret, so she make her choose if she wants to lose minions or roam. Or if she chooses minions, she's gonna be late.
Okay.
Okay. I want to fight. I want to fight her right now. Okay? I want to fight and take damage of. It's gonna put damage into her so that my wave, when it comes time, I can crash. It could be this wave or the next wave.
Is that like a good general like rule of thumb of like if I want to make a map play, just chunk her? Because usually I would approach it by just being like, I'm gonna shove the wave. If I shove right now.
Okay, if you shove the wave right here, okay, she's gonna clear it and then she's gonna move.
Okay. Normally I'd be like, hey, I'm a couple seconds earlier. Haha. But that's probably not good enough.
No. So what we want to do is we want to chunk her. Okay, leave this here. Okay, and then when the next minion wave comes, it's gonna be right here, right? We clear it. The reason why is that this is gonna be under turret, but then it's gonna meet the other wave. Meanwhile, your wave is gonna meet under her turret. So now she has to worry about a wave and a half. Make sense?
So if I'm not gonna chunk her, at least do that, basically, right?
Well, it's like in general, you should always play with the wave.
Okay.
Always manipulate the wave. Like, in fact, you should like change the way you look at mid lane by saying, "Hey, who can control waves better?"
Yeah.
Right. I want you to focus on waves only. Not only, but like focus on improving how you like interact with the wave. Okay. Start noticing how waves interact with each other, with different champions, right? And start learning how you can use waves to to give you advantages, whether it's in trading or moving around the map. Right here. So I want you to move every single time she's thinking about autoing or queuing the wave. Punish her, chunk her for free, but don't stand in the wave though. Do not stand in the wave.
I can tell from the way I'm watching this replay that is not what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I zone her off this wave, and I don't know why I'm thinking that, but I am.
Zoning's fine. Zoning's fine. But the thing is, like, you gotta at least have a purpose of doing everything, right? Right here.
Yeah.
Don't stand back. Just move forward. We know where Lee Sin is. You're not gonna die, right?
True.
She's not gonna one cycle you. So we see her. Beautiful. Beautiful. Good. Go punish hard. Yeah, there we go. Don't be scared to move forward.
Yeah.
Okay, when we see her miss everything.
I just feel like at the end of the day, she kind of can just press Q, and I can't really stand in it. It was awkward positioning for me being up against that wall.
She missed her snare,
Yeah,
right?
which is basically your whole kit.
I don't care if she can't lands a Q on me. I'm gonna QW her and do more damage, right? So
Okay.
immediately she missed her snare, right? Move forward. Okay, move forward. Land your Q because you need to get closer. You can max range Q is not gonna hit her. Yes, right here, right? But move forward. Move forward. Here, just move forward.
Yeah.
Okay. You're playing really scared, but like when all the like factors are being accounted for, your jungler's nearby, right here, right? Their jungler's nowhere nearby. She's by herself. She's on an island. Okay, and it's hard for her to play. Beautiful. You're doing it. You're doing it. You're doing it. Okay, now
I
crash.
think she's one of these minions for sure.
No, no, no.
Yeah.
But we saw. We can crash though. We can crash. No. She missed it. Go in.
I'm hitting minions.
We have lethal.
I've got somewhere.
Okay, we have lethal here. We have lethal here. Go in. Kill. Kill.
Yeah, I think I do kill her. I think I do kill her here. Yeah, I flash that.
Bam.
Kill her. Yeah.
Oh, we could have.
Oh, there's a Leona.
Oh, okay.
I just left her.
So this is like you being afraid,
Yeah.
but she's dead.
Would I have died? I don't know.
No, you would have. You would not have died.
Where Lee is? No, I wouldn't have died. I guess.
Okay.
I did not expect Leona to be there.
We saw Lee right here.
When did she?
Okay, we see Lee. Okay, we see Lee.
True.
We have a really good trade here, right?
Yeah.
She missed going again. Okay. We still see Lee. We still see Lee. We're not worried. Okay. Because we're gonna one cycle her. Okay. He's right here.
I need to be more present because I'll be honest. There's no way I was looking for Lee in that scenario. So like right now I don't see him. I'm like he could be in my lane right now.
Yeah. So I guess that's a really good point because very difficult to implement these concepts if you don't
absorb the information that is available.
Yes. Okay. Or you don't have a purpose of it yet. Okay. So the best way to fix your eyes is to have a reason to look for Lee. Okay.
Yeah.
Although, like, if you subconsciously think I need to know where Lee is before I do something. Okay. You do this all the time when you guys are doing Baron or Dragon, right? Where's Lee? Why?
Sure.
Why are you looking for Lee? Well, why are you looking for the jungler when you're doing Baron or Dragon?
I mean, anything that involves fighting
probably
involves the jungler.
Well, it's not, I'm being more specific than that.
For Baron or Dragon,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Smite.
Exactly, right? He has the one tool that's going to stop you guys from getting this advantage.
Yeah.
In this situation right here, okay? And where we see, like, oh my gosh, we have this huge advantage, this potential, we're chunking her so much, right? Trades are becoming really, really easy, right? She's becoming into like a lethal threshold, okay? The reason why is because we are doing Baron right now. Baron is getting lower and lower and lower. There's only one way something gets fucked up, is if the jungler comes and smite the Baron right here, right? We are winning this no matter what. If you just leave us alone here, okay, no one else comes, we're winning this, right? Except there's one way we get fucked up, is if we get ganked unexpectedly.
Yeah.
Right? So you should be telling yourself, oh gosh, so we're gonna get Baron, okay? We need to prevent them for just like denying us this advantage.
Yeah.
Where's Lee?
Yeah.
Does it make sense?
Yeah, no, it totally makes sense. It does also require me to know, like, oh,
at this moment, yeah.
Yeah, which I don't think I think right now I get that at this exact moment, but Lee's not there now.
Yeah.
So when I would have known it, I wouldn't have seen Lee,
yeah.
Which is unfortunate.
So step one is fixing your eyes, right? Okay? Yeah. And in order to fix your eyes, you got to have intention, right? And in order to have intention, you got to basically understand the game at a certain level, right?
Which is just...
But in the moment, it's very difficult. In the moment, it's really difficult, right? Because there's so much stuff going on. It's really chaotic, right? It's really easy for us to sit here and say, oh, you got to do this, because we can like pause the video, rewind it, and shit like that, right? But in the middle of the game, it's very complicated, right? Don't you agree?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So,
100%.
Step one, be able to recognize this outside of the game. Because if you can't do it outside of the game when you can pause and rewind, fast forward, then you're not going to do it in the middle of the game.
Oh boy.
Does that make sense?
Oh, it 100% makes sense. I will not promise that I will review my games by myself.
It's not like you don't. It's not like you necessarily have to. That's why I'm here, right? This is my job, right? But it's just the idea of like, hey, I'm not confident enough to say that you understood all these concepts by yourself beforehand. Maybe a lot of them, but not all of them, right? The goal is to get you to understand this outside of the game and then slowly incorporate it in your game, so that these decisions become like second nature.
Is there something that you recommend to like? Is there a process of that, or is it just you just do it? You just try your best to do it, and it takes a few times, but you do it.
For one, it's like CSing, right? When we first started CSing, a lot of people, they started in a game, they were really bad at it, right? So what they ended up doing is creating a normal game or a custom game and just started practicing CSing, right? Then afterwards, they would try to incorporate that into the game until eventually it became second nature, right?
True.
Does it make sense? So
Okay.
when it comes to wave manipulation, I'm going into a practice game, okay, with no one against me, right? I'm trying to build up. I'm going to try to build up a 3-wave crash starting level 1. Practice last hitting. Practice controlling
Is
the wave.
that is that just like the neutral, like what I should be trying to achieve, at least as Orianna in mid lane?
Uh,
Like, given no outside like craziness happening,
Given
is
no
that like
outside craziness, you should be able to understand. Hey, how do I fast crash? How do I slow crash? How do I freeze?
okay?
Does it make sense?
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
What is it?
I
What are the conditions that is required for me to freeze a lane in a vacuum? Okay, because outside of the vacuum, right, it gets a lot more complicated. Because once you understand those like conditions, right, now it's like, hey, the opponent's thinking, how do I stop this freeze, right? And now you're thinking, how do I stop that person from stopping me to freeze, right?
yeah.
And then we go through the competitive thought process cycle. Okay? It's this concept in mathematics called game theory. It's used in economics. It's used in League of Legends. Okay, but in order to get that, we got to understand the system first. Okay, in order to get that, you got to understand how do waves interact with each other. Okay, and here's a hint: a lot of it can be easily solved by just counting minions.
Yeah.
Hmm?
I am a lazy son of a gun, and I feel like I very well could have opened up, a custom game and figured out how to just on paper get a freeze in isolation. But I haven't because I'm lazy.
Yeah, but the thing is like the cool thing about it is that like once you start doing this, it actually becomes like you're gonna start to see how much of an art form it is rather than how like scientific it is. Because the thing is, waves are very fragile, and RNG affects a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Right? When it comes to minions like dying and how they die and how you
Is
can
that is
CS.
that more or less exaggerated in a shorter lane?
It's okay. That's a very difficult question to answer personally because I would argue that lanes are more fragile in shorter lanes. It's more difficult to hold a freeze in the mid lane than it is in the top lane because
Okay.
the speed at which the minions come out is much faster, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
any imbalance can interrupt that equilibrium really really quickly.
Yeah.
But
I've always felt that that was the case, to be honest.
yeah,
I've always felt like,
with top
man,
lane,
there are just characters that insta shove because mages lol,
uh
and I'm like, how much effort do I really have to put into wave management? But I feel
with
like I do need to now.
with top lane, it's and specifically top lane, because it's one person, right? With top lane, the process is much slower, but because it's much slower, it's actually more impactful because it allows you to actually build up larger waves and create
Yeah.
easier dives, right? And
Yeah.
like top lane becomes like a situation where like, hey, if one really bad dive, like if you get like a dive on you when there's like a huge ass wave and you have no TP, the game ends. That situation happens a lot in the mid lane, okay, especially at the lower elos, okay, but it becomes harder to execute and harder to set up the higher you go. Luckily, you're at the elo where it actually is very easy to set up. That's why I'm focusing so much on it.
Oh, okay. So it'd just be like probably one of the easier ways to just climb.
One of the best ways to climb, especially let's get up until like I want to say people don't know how to CS. That's rule number one. Okay, you're gonna get to like you're gonna start realizing how easy it is to just win by CS XP. Because when you have higher XP in mid lane, XP is everything.
Yeah.
You just do more damage.
True.
You do more damage, and you're gonna be able to roam more. And you're gonna have much more impact.
It should be better. Maybe a better champion.
Yeah.
You're a level up. You're better.
And this matters so much more because you are like Orianna is the laning champion. This is the champion that you need to do. Like Orianna is the laning champion, and you should put as, yeah.
I would have considered someone like Ziggs to be more of a laning
Oh
champion.
no. Ziggs is like, hey, let me avoid laning. I mean, it's good. Let me avoid laning, and yeah. Ziggs, he wants to lane in matchups against like Orianna. That's when he wants to lane. Okay, matches like Syndra.
Can't lane anymore.
Yeah, but like put Ziggs against the Zed. Can't lane. Ziggs is like, okay, let's play it safe. Let's just clear the wave and move. You know, avoid getting ganked, avoid dying, right? Orianna versus Zed? Oh, yeah. I'm making sure that Zed never leaves lane. I'm making sure that Zed has the worst time of his life. Okay? Katarina? Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Never leaving lane. Okay? Because if she leaves lane and gets kills, that's how she gets back into the game. Right? I deny her that. I'm the laning champion. I'm the queen of mid lane. So, hopefully you found some of this informative and helpful.
Yeah. I've got a little list of like things to work on. I've got to open up a little custom game.
Yeah. For mechanical stuff, it's got definitely work on the auto attacks. Okay, auto attacks is a really big deal. For the like wave manipulation stuff, that one, step one, just get started. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, just get your eyes open to like what are the possibilities, and from there, trust me, a lot of it's gonna be like easy. Because it's going to be like it's going to start making sense once you start like manipulating waves and starting to play with it, and you're going to start seeing stuff. And but you're also going to like build a lot of questions, and you can ask me that next session. Yeah, I appreciate you for taking the time to give me a try. This was actually very fun. And
oh, heck yeah, you're great. Yeah, I'm looking forward to next time.
Yeah,
this is awesome.
Also, if you have any friends, let's got like let them know that like what I'm doing with mid laners. For every friend that you send over, that you refer, if they buy a session, then you get a free session.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So,
okay.
Yeah. I'll definitely send you some information about that, and good luck, and send any questions you have my way, okay?
All right, yeah, I'll do that.
Have a nice day, dude.
Have a good one. Thanks, bye.
Bye.